Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Namah. Greetings to everyone, world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe. It's a green morning, green afternoon, green evening, wherever you are, world over. We pray to Almighty for your wellness, your good health, your family, your neighbor, your community, your society, your country. Everybody got to be in the robust, kind of a mental frame, and we all have to move in that particular direction. When you think positive, when you talk positive, when you walk positive, everything moves positive, positive, positive. So with that positivity, we start today's program. And today we are going to have something very special where both my distinguished guests, they are going to be in the audience and I'm going to be in the main driver's seat today. And where I got to give the curtain raiser for North India Pravasi Divas as well as the investors meet, which will be held at Chandigarh on Saturday and Sunday, 13th and 14th of January 2024. You will have the participation of Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and of course Chandigarh being the hub, and that would be hosting the entire event. Now, let me share a couple of informations, but before that, let me extend a warm welcome on behalf of ICSI, International Chamber for Service Industry, where we are looking forward to the collaboration, deliberations, celebrations together. Let me just roll back. We had COVID, and during the COVID, we had all virtual events, if you recall, and the most dynamic advisor to Chandigarh administration, Shri Dharampalji, the IS officer, advisor to Administrator UT Chandigarh. He was with us for both the years. And thereafter, this January, that is in 2023, the Honorable Union State Minister for Education, Ministry of Education, and Ministry of External Affairs, who is also taking care of the ASEAN region, entire area. Along with the galaxy of the speakers, we had Saturday, 14th of January, great deliberations, lot to learn. When we look after entire North India, we will take into consideration a couple of things and we will work out, plan it out, and we will see what best we can do, all of us together. When we talk about the participation, we will have the non-resident Indian from world over, from different countries. We will have potential overseas investors. Those are interested to explore what are the various investment opportunities in Northern India, and at the same time, what projects respective state governments and the union territories have listed out. We will have corporate entities seeking to expand their operations or invest in North India. We will have Invest India team. Now, this is a wonderful project. You must, everybody world over, you should know, Invest India is the main fulcrum at this point of time in India. And Ministry of, when you talk about Ministry of Industries, Commerce and Industries, they are the one those take care of Government of India. And Invest India is doing a wonderful job. You can see the latest case studies, areas, what all is happening across India. And of course, official from the North Indian states to whom we will be extending invitation to make short, brief, crisp, to the point presentation, what areas they are looking forward to for investments. Now, Chandigarh, basically for, the hub of the entire North India, all the bankers, all the financial institutions, insurance companies, tourism, education, skills, immigration companies, everybody is flocking in and they all take Chandigarh as the center because the government of Haryana, government of Punjab, Chandigarh administration, everybody is available over there. So this being the hub, we would also be having active participation of the financial institution and bankers, and of course the mutual funds, insurance experts, and everybody. Then comes service industry experts. They all are going to be with us, educationists, consultants, and we have requested our advisors from abroad that let's have some participation from different countries who would like to showcase their education programs, whatever they are offering. and whatsoever they have got in the kitty for the youth, all that also to be showcased. We will have various panel discussions. We will have expo. We will have B2B and B2G, both the meetings. We will have the presentation. We'll have the case studies. We will have investment opportunities. Certain areas we have identified at this stage, but as the time will pass, as more and more players will come into the fold, we will come to know what additional areas, addition, subtractions, permutation, combinations, all that we are very flexible. And we'll keep changing till 31st December 2023. And then we will lock in on 1st of January 2024. Initially, what comes to our mind is tourism, hospitality, all that takes frontal seat, education, innovation, skills, technology, that is also very important. North India has got a hub of the entertainment as well. So film city, cinematic and animation hub, and what all can take place, AR, VR, metaverse, and all coming up. Now, as the technology is advancing, cyber security and new technology and artificial intelligence, how it's coming in a big way, we will have a lot of deliberations on that as well. A lot of companies are approaching us and they are even telling, why don't you have one exclusive day where we talk about cyber security across all the fields, all the industries. So we are open to that idea. We are just thinking maybe instead of 2 days, we may have a 3 days event, or maybe second day we dedicate to this. We will see how the things proceed. Innovative role of the service industry in agriculture, because North India is the basket of the greenery and particularly green revolution. When you talk about Swaminathanji, what took place way back in late 60s and early 70s, all that credit goes to. However, at the same time, some challenges are there. Too much of fertilizers and too much of urea and other kind of things being utilized. So that is also eroding the soil and the water levels are going down. So we will have some innovative roles of the service industry in agriculture as well. Water management, waste to resource management, information technology, startups, and all that we will take. Untapped potential of the North India for service industry, health, wellness, medical tourism, dental tourism, all that. MSME, because that's the backbone of any economy world over in the different countries. So we will talk about service industry, MSME, startups, investment opportunities. And finally, our focus would be on services exports from India, from North India. And we will take that in detail some other day. Although we have discussed in our previous program sometime how services exports takes place by 4 different modes. So we will see once again. Now, why NRIs should invest in India? India's GDP has reached 3.75 trillion in 2023 today, when we are talking about. And there's a paradigm shift in the economy in the last few years to boost the growth, agriculture, manufacturing, and services. When you talk about world over, you have to take into consideration. And why India? And why North India? Because it's the investors friendly market. It's a rapidly growing market. And there's a demographic dividend also that can stand to the advantage. Young boys and girls, investor diversity is there, robust economy is there, and eminent market is there. Everybody is recognizing that. So we should strategically invest in the areas, in the projects, what we are interested about. There is going to be a B2B, business to business, one-to-one meetings we will arrange for the people. So the government and the business corporate, they got to join the hands and take the vision forward. There will be a networking lunch, networking dinners, everything will take. There'll be a recognitions, there'll be honors, there'll be awards. Everything will take place over here so that people, those have contributed world over, they will be taken. Now, what could be the objectives and what could be the outcomes? That is something very important, which we all have to see. North India Pravasi Divas and the Investors Meet 2024 We will showcase the investment potential and the growth prospects of the North India to non-resident Indian and the corporate entities, those will come. We will facilitate meaningful interactions between non-resident Indian corporate representatives and North India state governments. And one-to-one also, they can discuss about the projects they are interested about. There'll be an encouragement in the collaborations, joint ventures, technology transfers between non-resident Indians and North Indian businesses, highlighting the policy reforms and the incentives which are being offered by the North Indian states, respective states and union territories to attract investment in some specific projects in the priority areas. Research, collaboration, innovation, joint collaboration in education, skills development and technology adoption. And there we see we should have more and more participation of the colleges, universities, institutions, skill providers. Caregiver is another area which we can take into consideration in a deep way. Now, there will be various hosting options. There will be various support systems, various projects, and we will bring the awareness of as many areas as possible. The funding which can be done directly with the respective organizations. And of course, there'll be a collaborative kind of a strategy which we all will work out. Now, when we talk about event chairman, India and Overseas Affairs, Mr. Harshvardhan, he is the chairman of the convention, India. He will be taking care of as far as the Indian shores are concerned. Our own corporate, those are located physically over here in India are concerned. He will be the gentleman who will be taking care of. His email ID we have given, NIPD 2024, that is North India Pravasi Divas @ICSI.Asia. As far as overseas non-resident Indians and overseas corporate and overseas affairs are concerned, it would be CPA Surya Vijay Sastri Kotamarti, the chairman convention, NRIs and overseas affairs, Kotamarti Group Canada. And you could reach him at investment@ICSI.Asia as far as this event of 2024 is concerned. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we all are positive, when we think positive, when we talk positive, when we conceive positive ideas, we believe we can deliver, I'm pretty sure we can achieve. Let's move together for the North India Pravasi Divas and Investors Meet 2024. Is going to be the global confluence of the potential non-resident Indians and overseas investors, Indian investors, services experts, educators, motivators, technocrats, counselors, wellness and tourism experts, corporate, government administrators and decision makers, and many others. Should you wish to get any direct inquiry from us, you can write to us at ddgadam@ICSI.Asia, or you may send us a WhatsApp. And ICSI web portal also, on that you will have the complete information, that is ICSIindia.in. From 1st of August, everything would be operational in all directions with all kind of facilities and possibilities. With this, we are completing today 2048 webinars, which we started when the pandemic complete lockdown on 25th of March. Every evening we meet at 8 o'clock on the YouTube channel. There is no cut, there is no amendments, there are no changes. It's everything coming as it is. And you can see us at the rate ICSI India Live. Subscribe it, like it, share it, comment, whatever you feel like. We wish to know more and more about you, and we are looking forward to have your valuable participations. You would also be very happy to know a lot of people are interested to become teachers, educators, trainers, coach, mentors, counselors, and they want to get into the ladder in the university also as assistant professor. So there is a University Grant Commission NET exam, and we are starting a special series for all of you. And this would be point to point, everything, whatever comes in the UGC NET examination, as far as tourism paper is concerned, we would be starting from 7th of August, that's a Monday, And we will have almost about 1 month complete series for you, so that the next time when you appear for the exam, you need not to refer to any book, anything. This will be a special program which we will have in a special series for you. So that part we will take care of, and we will plan and we will work it out. Now, besides this prestigious event, which I discussed with you, North India Pravasi Divas and Investors Meet, let me also share with you, there is an upcoming event of the feast. That's a forum of educators and scholars and skill providers of tourism. You can see this beautiful blue lights. That is the way we are going to lit up the whole thing for you. And this is going to take place at Bhubaneswar. It's a 22nd annual international convention of the feast, forum of educators and skill providers for tourism, and B2B meeting of the travel trade. And we have taken a very appropriate theme over here, artificial intelligence in tourism and hospitality education. When you talk about EdTech platform, when you talk about apps, when you talk about search engines, when you talk about artificial intelligence. So do join us, and we look forward to have you with us on 5th and 6th of October 2023 at the Hotel Sandys Tower in Bhubaneswar. Participation is purely complimentary. We are not charging any kind of a registration or any kind of a delegate fee from anybody. And people, those are staying in Hotel Sandy Towers, you will have special rates for you for participation in this particular event. However, if you're staying elsewhere in some other hotel, some other place, then it is very difficult for us to keep a track of the whole thing, because we would be providing morning complimentary breakfast, then lunch, and then gala dinner every day with the cocktails. So there we have kept 10,000 rupees as a delegate fee for those people who are staying elsewhere and coming only for the conference for 2 days with us. Here is the scenario. You would have something amazing coming up at the Hotel Sandys Tower, and we extend a very warm welcome to each one of you. When I look at this entire galaxy, I'm so grateful to you, my deep gratitude to them, because it's a tourism and hospitality area. So Dr. Subhash Goyal, the mentor for tourism, he's the chairman of the convention. Captain Swadesh Kumar, who is the founder of the Adventure Tours Association in India, he's the vice chairman. Subhash Vermaji, who was Secretary General of the Faith, which is the confluence of all tourism, hospitality bodies in India. He's the Secretary General. Professor P.S. Narula, who had been our president earlier, he will be from Thailand advisor. Dr. Shilpi Mohan ma'am will be from Central Asia. Colonel Manon will be from entire South India. Arprit Duggar would be from United Arab Emirates. Dr. Mohan Gunti would be from Cambodia. Professor Vivek Shankar Natarajan would be from USA. Mr. Vikas Malhotra would be from Canada. Venerable Ravi Medhankarji would be advisor from Japan. And Madam Geeta Chopra would be advisor from Bahrain. We look forward to have all of you with us. And tomorrow, because we are doing a special series nowadays on Northeast part of India, we are taking all subjects. So tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, we will be talking about ecotourism, wildlife tourism of the entire Northeast region. We extend a hearty and a very warm welcome. Now let me just go back to Canada and let me meet both the dignitaries and my distinguished guests. Those are right over here. They are always there to support the vision and the efforts, whatever we are doing. And that's why in the initial part, I made a request to everybody world over that today I take a chunk of the longer period to give the curtain raiser so that we all are very clear about it. How are we proceeding? Both of them, they are going to be with us in the convention, and they're going to be with us on the 22nd, the annual convention of the feast. That's on 5th and 6th of October. And then on 13th and 14th of January 2024. It could be a hybrid also for lots of people. Those cannot come physically. They're more than welcome to join us, because aim is knowledge to be shared, vision to be shared, and the wisdom to be taken to the entire globe. With these words, I extend a warm welcome to both of you, and floor is yours, audience is yours, and the world is yours.
Thank you. Namaskar, Dr. Sharma ji. Namaskar, Vikas ji, and everyone who's on the show. And first of all, before I even start, Sharma ji, there's something which I have to say about ICSI. Something means an organization which has been um, power steering this movement for 28 years is not a small thing, and the vision is big, and you have already executed that vision a number of times. So this year, definitely being the 28th convention and having the NRIs and overseas affairs also as chairman of the convention, I would like to share some good things with the viewers so that we can say how we are progressing towards this global thing. Actually, I have attended Vibrant Gujarat, which was in the state of Gujarat twice till now, and it was an excellent convention. But hats off to ICSI, where they are bringing more than 25% of the whole of India, 8 states out of the 28 states that we have. So definitely, we have more than 25% of the country being brought at one place. And there cannot be, and I do not see anything such global and such big for India coming from ICSI. Definitely, it is something which everyone should take care of, and they make sure that they are present in this particular event that we are organizing. From the Canadian side and from the NRIs affairs overseas, I am actually intending to bring. Till now, we have people coming out of India, means in immigration offices, immigration people come to India and they want to take the students out of India to the various countries, which is good. We want a number of people here, the younger generation, for progressing in Canada. At the same time, if there is an opportunity for educational institutions in Canada, if they can set up in India, like it is one of the key areas, education, which is part of the event that Dr. Sharmaji have mentioned. And that is a possibility where investors can come and invest into the educational institutions in India. Not that there are not many in India, there are plenty of them. But that is one area where I see that, there is a possibility. But more than that, because we have 8 states and we have a number of investors in various areas. And just now, when you showed the slide for ecotourism, in fact, ecotourism itself is a big thing where investment can come in. So I see a lot of potential. I've already started talking to some of the educational institutions here. I've talked to some of the forums which actually have investors and would like to, in specific areas, they will be bringing in investors. So we have started working on it, and your curtain raiser is certainly a big eye opener. And we will be contributing and informing all our viewers week after week as we progress. And like you said, we will close it on December 31st, so that we will have the actual program, the full program for January 13th and 14th. And as mentioned, any investor across the globe, whether it is in US, Canada, Kenya, Japan, wherever they are, because we have a number of speakers also who are coming from various countries. Kindly send an email to investment at icsi.asia if you have investors in your area, so that we can coordinate with them and bring a big team of investors to India, because we have a big number of states also that we have the opportunity to invest, and let them see all the opportunities that are available and make their decision into which state they would like to. Eventually, it is India, the big India that we are, and any investment in any part of these 8 states will be great. So that will be my introduction talk this morning. I hope I have not spoken too much, but that is the minimum that I could. Thank you very much, Dr. Sharma.
Thank you. Thank you. May I request Vikas Malhotra ji to say a few words on this occasion?
Sure. Thank you once again for having me on this platform. I do want to say ICSI is maybe sounding just 4 or 5 letters, ICSI India, but it's got a huge platform. I want to share something which is just on the lines of Dr. Sharma showing those slides to all of us, is this is a chance for everybody to meet together with a common interest. This is a chance for the investors to come globally and to see how huge potential our India has. There is so much of things yet to be explored. I want to share one thing very, very quickly. 3 days ago, I was in the city of Los Angeles, and I happened to go to the outskirts, and we are doing some project with Amazon. I happened to be there. I went there for just 2 days. Believe it or not, something what Dr. Sharma just showed was reflecting already there in the Amazon office at the lobby entrance, where there's a waiting area. There's a big board over there. We do not invest in infrastructure. We invest in humans. And ICSI reflects the same. They're investing in humans. I would kindly request, please bring as many, spread the word. This is the platform. This is the chance to meet all the investors. There's so many investors, they get so much entangled in their day-to-day life. Their mind may not even go there. But when you bring out the word to them, there is a golden chance. The way we project is the way they will perceive. There's a golden chance that this is your time to shine with your investments in India and pick up any sector, pick up human resources, pick up infrastructure, pick up manufacturing industry. There is a potential in India, and it's huge. And who would not like to invest in India when they will know that this is the testing market? This is a market which is very diversified. So I would also really, really support that fact. It's beautiful. And definitely thank you for including us as a part of these two, the feast as well as the January convention as well. And we look forward for all of that as well. So
thank you. Thank you very much to both of you. And from here onward, every week, ladies and gentlemen, layer by layer, we will talk about investor meet. We will talk about North India Pravasi Divas, because we got to build the credibility of the entire program. We got to discuss the entire program in detail, and we got to give the pie and the segment to every potential investor to their taste. What are they interested about? And something very nicely, which both my dignitaries made a mention, and we close with those remarks. We don't invest only in infrastructure. We invest in human infrastructure. That means human beings. We will work out the entire strategy. Thank you very much for being a part of it. See you next Sunday again, morning of yours and evening of ours. And of course, in between the, post lunch, people joining us